Hi lads, how's it going? So in this video we are looking at default function parameters. So in the previous video we looked at functions, how we define a function, how we call a function, how we pass in parameters and arguments as well. So in this video we are going to look at default parameters of functions. So sometimes we may have default parameters for a function even before we even call them. So let's do classical scenario so that we see everything. So I'm going to have a function of a void type and I will name it my function, and then within this function I'm going to pass in 3 parameters. So I'll do int a and I'll do another int b and then the last one to be int c. So I have these 3 parameters in my function definition, and then in the function body I'm just going to do a cout. So I'll do cout, or let me do just a. Alright, so let me copy this and print it 2 more times. Okay, so I'm going to do this b, I'll do this one c. Alright, so I have this statement to be executed in the body, but I'm actually going to assign a value to the c over here. So I'll say maybe 30. Alright, so this is the default parameter because these are the parameters, and I have a default parameters given to the c over here. So I'm going to the main function and I'm going to call my function, and from here I'm going to pass in some arguments over here. So I'll do 10 for the variable a, and I'll do 20 for the variable b, and then I'm actually going to do 50 for the variable c over here. Let me actually end these lines before they create problems. Alright, so from here what we are doing is, when I call the function over here, my function, I'm passing the 10 to this a, and I'm passing this 20 to this b, as well as passing this 50 to this c. But yet we have a default value for the c, but still we are going, this 50 is just going to overwrite the 30 over here just because it is in the main function and that's the argument. Alright, so let's go ahead, draw this and run and see what happens. Alright, so we could see over here that we have 10, 20 and then 50. Alright, so if you actually want to use the default function, we are going to get rid of that one so that we have only 2 over here, and then in this case we are going to pass the 10 to the integer a, the 20 to the integer b, and then the c is actually going to take the value over here. So let's go ahead, build this and run, and we should get 10, 20 and 30. Alright, so there is some constraints over here that if you want to pass default values, it should always be given to the last parameter. Alright, so I'm actually going to remove this parameter over here and give it to, let's say, the b, or let me give it to the a. So I'm going to have a default value for the a, and I'll say maybe 50. Alright, and then I'm actually going to have these 2 over here. So in this case, maybe you might think that because we have a default value for the a over here, this 10 is going to be for the b, and then this 20 is going to be for the c, but that's not the case. So let's build this and run and see what happens. Yeah, so like it will be a void because the function call over here will not be able to track the 50. Like, we'll not be able to track it because we passed in only 2 parameters over here, and then we have also assigned a default value over here, so it's actually not going to happen. So mind you, anytime you want to have a default parameter, make sure you give it to the last parameter. All right, so when I get rid of this and we do our 30 over here, we're actually going to have our code running. All right, so this is it. This is all about default parameters. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor by subscribing, help me grow my channel, share for others to watch as well, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.